Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the No Money Spent Road to Glory, and today we have got loads more auction house work. So we've sold so many cards, we've bought so many cards. Of course, if you didn't know, yesterday, be sure to check out the second video of the day. The Sapphires from Moments of the Week 5 are still selling for a ridiculous amount. We managed to make like 150k yesterday from selling emeralds, sapphires, rubies. They've absolutely spiked in price since these Moments super packs have come out. I thought it would bring down the price of all of them, but it's made some of them absolutely spike. So a couple of the cards that actually did sell off have actually come back down in price, so I've picked them back up. But yeah, we've actually sold off quite a few other players as well. So we're going to have a lot of changing in terms of our MT amounts. We're at 50,000 at the moment. Yesterday we had 150,000, so that shows we have spent quite a bit. And we've actually picked up a lot more heat check cards as well. So we'll go through them in a bit, and then I also want to talk a lot about Evo cards and about whether or not it is worth locking in sets, because today we might pick up some cards to have enough to lock in a set. We won't lock it in today, but we might get ourselves in a position where we can. So plenty to get to, so let's get into this. And we've got all the comments from yesterday's two videos as well. If you missed one of them, it was an hour-long video, my first video over an hour. That was a hell of a long recording, that one, but it was an hour triple threat online session, and it was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. I won't ruin how much we made, but we made some serious tokens and some decent MT as well. And we went undefeated. I will spoil that. We went undefeated, went 8-0 in the episode, so be sure to check that out to see how much you can earn in an hours of playing. So the limited time event today, 300 MT every time you open the vault. Nothing crazy there, because you can go literally like 5 or 6 games without the vault even opening, so that's not really anything special. We've got 2 dominations for our daily agenda, which I might do, to be honest, because that's a bonus 1300 MT just from one game. Not bad at all. And then unlimited there, probably won't be getting to that. Onto the weekly one, I did actually play a game of domination to finish both of these in one game, which was a bonus 1200 MT, which is pretty good. And then again, an unlimited one, which we will not be doing. Onto the monthly, we only need 3 more Evos now, and we only need 6 more wins in Triple Threat Online to get some nice bits of bonus MT, which is great. We've not actually got anyone ready to Evo up that we're working on, so I might have to just go out to the auction house and buy a couple of cards. I only need like 10 points or something that I can get done in one game, just so I can make sure I actually get that done, because I definitely want that bonus 7,500 MT. So I am going to start playing these weekly challenges as well, get a couple more tokens from there, as we are only 54 away from 2,000, which is absolutely ridiculous. Of course, no new moments challenges just yet. Triple Threat Online, I have played another game. I think I'm 1-0 now on this next run, but this team is just so good. I absolutely love it. I think I'm on about a 25 game win streak or something like that, and about 5 of those games I've come up against the Galaxy Opal Ray Allen. So I've not been playing scrubs, I've not been playing easy opponents, or easy teams, but this team is just so good. Giannis and Lamar are just so good defensively and offensively, and they're nice and fast. And then Baron Davis, defensively, really solid, and the range extender just makes him so good. And of course, Lamar Odom has range extender as well. It's taken me a little bit of time to get used to his release, but I'm definitely shooting better with him now. And Giannis just hits absolutely everything. That card is just a disgrace to my team at this point of the year. To have a card that good for free, I am absolutely over the moon with it. But let's move on to the auction house section of the video, because this is where things are about to get pretty damn exciting. So you can see we've got a bid on this Tobias Harris. That's just because I think the amethysts are pretty damn cheap right now, and I don't think they're going to be coming down too much more. And again, it all counts towards the card collector level rewards rather. And we've got the same with the Wraith of Frents. We're going to pick him up hopefully for about 2,500 MT, which I do not mind paying at all. Chances are at some point in the year he might go back up in price, so there's no harm in having him in the club. When we come over to what we're selling, we're actually trying to sell off some big items. So Julius Randle and Kyle Kuzma are both on fire, and they're up at 88 rated, so I'm trying to get rid of those. We're putting up the Diamond DeMarcus Cousins just because I don't really think I'm going to use him. Like, it is a great card, but I just don't think I'm going to be using him, so might as well get rid of him. We actually can make some profit. He should sell for about 27k. Of course, we only bought him for 20k, so making a bit of profit on him. And then the John Stockton as well. His price hasn't really come up much since the locker code. It looks like it's come down a little bit, so I'm just going to try and get 65k for him. We'll get him gone, get that MT back in the club, and I really won't be able to complain at getting 65k from a locker code. Other than that, we just got a couple of duplicate heat check cards, a duplicate Jonathan Isaac, and then of course we've got all of our diamond contracts, which we will take a check on the price right now. So they were at 13k yesterday. Have they come up at all? I'll be so happy if they're here. Oh my god, there are already over 15,000 MT. That is fantastic. So about 15,500 for each diamond contract. We could make instantly like 50k back on our investment within a couple of days. That is fantastic, but I think they're only going to keep going up in price, especially as they keep releasing better and better players. More people are going to want diamond contracts to put on them, so it's just going to increase the price. So that is awesome. But now we're going to get onto the auction outcomes. You see, we've got 25 things, so we've got a lot to talk about. So let's just take a look. So first of all, let's just get rid of that. So in terms of cards I've actually bought, we went back and bought the Ruby Ja Morant. I said I wanted to get him. Amethyst Devontae Graham. Amethyst Buddy Hield. And then, we've been outbid on that Jaren Jackson. Picked up the Jonathan Isaac, which I have actually already got. So he's another dupe. We've got Davis Bertans from Moments of the Week 7, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, these three guys up here I actually will use and actually really want to have back in the club. So Devontae Graham, I think I picked him up for 9,000 MT. Buddy Hield I got for 7 or 6 or 7, I think. And then Ja Morant I got for 7, I believe. So decent prices on all three of those guys, and they are really, really nice cards. And then, as you can see, we have then sold 19 more items. So a lot of these were from the pre-order packs we got yesterday. A lot of stuff selling for like 900 or 500, which is fine. It all adds up at the end of the day. But then we've actually got a couple of other players that have sold. So the Devontae Graham, Kobe White, Aaron Baines, DeAndre Hunter, they were all from the Moments set. So I just went back and had a look to see if their price has changed since yesterday. And that actually come up quite a bit. So I went ahead and sold all of those for decent MT. Andre Drummond was on fire. He was a heat check card, 5,500 MT for him. Awesome. John McLaughlin from the, one of the Spotlight Series sets, 3.9k. I'll definitely take that. Rafe LaFrance. So I sold mine for 4.9 and we're looking to buy him back for 2.5. So it just goes to show how much the prices fluctuate throughout the day. Robert Horry sold for 5,000. Pretty sure I bought him for like 1.5. Tony Allen sold for 8,000. That's ridiculous. And then the D'Angelo Russell, who was on fire, really high rated. I think he was like 92 rated or something like that. Let's come down here and take a look at D'Angelo Russell. Yeah, 91 rated. And we managed to get nearly 10,000 MT for him. So that's pretty awesome. Let's just clear that. So we made some big moves. And then we do have, we just got the bid on LaFrance at the moment. But there is one card I really want to pick up, which sadly, earlier on, there were loads of him up for like 11,000 MT. And I didn't actually buy him. And I really wish I had. I really do regret that. Because now he is selling for about 15,000 MT or more than that. There's just not many up of it on the market at the moment. You can see the cheapest buy now is 18.5. So I don't know. We've got, yeah, this is one we had a bid on. We got outbid on that one, which sucks. So I don't know. I think I'll buy my time on Jaren Jackson Jr. But the reason I want to pick him up, not only because he is a fantastic card, but he is from this Moments of the Week 7 set. So this is one where I am actually contemplating whether or not to buy these 2 diamonds and have these cards ready to lock in for those 100 tokens. These 4 guys, these 5 guys, the Sapphires and the Rubies, they were bought for literally like 1,000 MT each. So 5,000 MT for those. Davis Bertans picked up for 3,000, so only 8,000 MT outlay so far. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a card that I would probably have in my club anyway, so I really don't mind locking him in. So even with him, you're looking at about 20,000 for all of those 7 cards. And then you just got to pick up these 2 diamond cards. So we've got JB coming in at around 30,000 MT, I believe, or 35,000. Let's take a look at his lowest buy now. So we go over to diamond, and then let's take a look. And like I said, I think it is about 35 to 40,000. Let's take a look. So none for 33. But I imagine on bid, you would be able to get it a little bit cheaper. So push up to 37, still none. Wow, okay, he's up at like 40k. Which is mad. Definitely thought these packs would make him come down. So 38 right there. And then we'd need the Jimmy Butler as well, who is coming in a little bit more expensive, of course, because he is the highest overall out of the set. And he's looking on bid, not that expensive, but if we look at the buy nows, they are usually around 80,000 MT. There's not really that many up with buy nows. Wow, okay. Anyway, on bid, you'll probably be able to get him for around 75 to 80,000 MT. So in total for that entire set, if we go back to it right here, you're probably looking at about, like I said, 30 to 35k, I reckon you'd be able to get on bid for Jaylen Brown. About 75k, so about 110k between these 2 guys right here. So in total, I'd say like 130, 140k, which isn't bad considering they're actually decent cards and it is 100 tokens. So I might look at picking those guys up. If I can get one on cheap, I definitely will. Jaren Jackson, I just want back in the club because he is a very nice card. And then I'd also be looking at Moments of the Week number 8. And the reason for this is we've already got Devontae Graham, who is in my club and would be in my club anyway, because he's a really, really solid card. Tobias Harris, really cheap. Could be able to get him for about 4,000 MT, I reckon. And the same situation with Bam Adebayo, I imagine. Surely he's not actually this expensive. What? Why are people paying this for Bam Adebayo? He's a dreadful card. But anyway, you can see there like 7k, not going to cost too much. And then we do have the 4 diamond cards that you actually need for this set. But the good thing is they're all around the same price. They're all around 30,000 MT. So you got Joel Embiid there with a bid of 30k. We come over to Jaren Jackson Jr., which is again is a very nice card. I know it wouldn't be very sensible to have 2 Jaren Jackson Jr.'s, but if I wanted to change the overall of my lineup, I could just put the Amethyst back in, or I could use this Diamond, which does have a few extra stats on badges, but the difference isn't too mad, as someone is really trying to price fix this card at 40k. Oh, you've got to hate people that do that, but he is again around 30k, and then Kemba Walker coming in, not even got a bid of him. Wow, look, someone price fixing him at 33k. That is absolutely tragic. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cheapest from that set. So that was Moments of the Week number 8. And let's just see what we are coming in at. So I think with that Kemba should be under 30k. If someone's trying to price fix it that hard, we come down to 31k. There's a Kemba there for 29, so that's pretty damn cheap. So again, in total for that set, you're looking at about 140-ish, maybe 150k, which again, for 100 tokens, I don't think is that bad of value. Now, as I said in yesterday's video, I'm not going to lock these in just yet, because obviously there's no need to. I don't need any more tokens. We've got plenty. But if they do end up dropping some really, really good cards into the token market, and it affects the price of these, if these go back up in price, because obviously everyone will want to complete sets for tokens, then I can just sell them off because I don't really need the tokens. Or if they don't affect the price, then I can just lock them in and just get the extra tokens. So at this point in the game, I think that is a pretty damn safe investment. Like either way, it's going to be a W. I'm not going to lose out too much because 100 tokens is always going to be value no matter when we are in the game. 100 tokens is always going to have value and it's never going to drop. Usually it doesn't drop below like 1k per 1 token, so it's not going to go below 100k for the entirety of the set. And like I said, these have got usable players in, so Devontae Graham, really nice. Jaren Jackson Jr., really nice. It gave me an opportunity to try the Karl Anthony Towns, which I've heard is really good. At this set, we could try out the Butler and the Brown, and obviously we use Jaren Jackson Jr. And then the other set would be Moments of the Week 9, but this is still really expensive because Jason Tatum is coming in at like 80k, which again, I don't understand what these packs have done. I just don't think anyone is actually opening them up. So I think everyone expected them to crash the market, but it really hasn't done that. But you can pick up a Jason Tatum for about 75,000 MT, which isn't too bad. Kyle Lowry is coming in at around 40, so already you're at about 120k, something like that. But then you need to buy the other diamond, which is Spencer Dinwiddie, coming in at 30k, and then obviously you got the 3 amethysts. So this set is a little bit more expensive. Moments of the Week 7 and 8 are definitely the ones that you should be going for, and of course Moments of the Week 6 is a very expensive with Giannis, AD, Siakam, and James Harden, so don't even think about going for that. And then this set with these sapphires still selling for so much there. If you could have any of these sapphires, you need to get them sold. Looks like Chris Boucher is coming down a little bit in price. Terry Rozier, yesterday we sold, of course, for 37,000 MT. What a W that was. Looks like he's come down a little bit as well. So the prices of this set are just absolutely all over the place. And even the diamonds, what are they doing? So the diamonds are absolutely dirt cheap. So that is, of course, why the sapphires are so expensive. But it looks like Donovan Mitchell still has some value. And then you're down to the amethyst after that. So definitely don't look at locking that in. 50,000 MT here is absolutely pathetic. What an absolute joke that is of a set. So again, don't even think about locking this in, even though it does have Vucevic, it does have some nice players, and it doesn't look like you're actually playing out too much more than 50,000 MT to actually get it done. How much is he Vucevic? Vucevic is like 5k. Zach LaVine, I can't imagine it's more than that. Again, is about that, but at the end of the day, you're going to be spending more than 50,000 MT for 50,000 MT, so that is completely pointless. And we've got the pink diamond Damian Lillard, who does have a little bit of value, because it looks like the D'Angelo Russell is still going to be pretty damn expensive. It looks like someone's trying to price lock him at 90,000 or 92,000. God damn, there are loads up. Of course, this card would not sell for anywhere near this amount if it wasn't for that Lillard, but I guess a lot of people want to get him, and then they're trying to price fix Devin Booker at 90 as well. Wow, price fixers really are the scum of the earth. There's no reason to do that. Why do that and just ruin it for everyone else? I don't understand, but that is kind of where I'm at. So we've got 121,000 there. We've got all those diamond contracts which you could sell, and let's take a look at our diamond shoe investments. So it looks like the Hardens are still selling for about 42 to 43,000 MT, so they've come up a little bit again since yesterday. Yesterday you could pick them up for about 39. So that's pretty cool. They're going up. And then the Adidas Superstars as well, which we have 5 of. Oh, there's no way they're 50k. If they're 50k, I'm very tempted to sell them. No, 45k. Okay, so they're already up to 45k. That is incredible. We've got 5 of them sitting here. We've got so much MT to make. It is absolutely ridiculous. And as you can see here, this is actually the highest amount of cards we've ever had collected. So 1,815, which puts us, not too far away from getting a bonus 100,000 MT, which is pretty damn nice. And then, of course, we are looking towards this Pink Diamond Scottie Pippen as an Evo card going up to a Galaxy Opal. Going to be ridiculous. Really excited to get my hands on that card. But yeah, I'll definitely keep on picking up some heat check cards. As you can see, we're really getting down to the last few players in each set. The only set we don't really have many players of is the Hornets, but even still, we've got 8 of them. And I am still keeping on top of anyone if they do go on fire. So like this Vucevic, I saw him at 90 rated, thought he would actually self quite a lot, but it really doesn't. Still one there for like 4,000 MT, which is a bit mad. And we come down here, we've got Devin Booker as well at 90 rated, which again, you thought would have increased his price quite significantly, but again, you can get him for about 4.9, so I might sell him for 4.5, to be fair. I think that's not a bad price to get for him, but other than that, we're just keeping an eye on all of the other guys. If some of these go on fire, like if CJ goes on fire, he's going up to like a 92 rated. We've got DeMar DeRozan as well at 90 rated, but still dirt cheap, so hopefully some of these go up a little bit more in price over the next couple of days. And we did actually manage to pick up a Zion Williamson as well on 2,000 bid. So that's really good. We can make some profit on him instantly. And I probably will do that because who knows when he's going to come back realistically. It could be the end of the year. It could be next week. You just don't know. And they also picked up a Kristaps Porzingis, which is massive. Because if he goes on fire and he goes up to like, well, he already is on fire, but there's obviously different levels of being on fire. If he goes up to like a 90 rated card, that price is going to skyrocket. So very, very excited about that. So I'm definitely going to keep bidding on cards, trying to pick them up for cheap. But the thing is, with me having so many heat check cards now, there's hardly any that I can actually pick up for a reasonable price. So if you put this at 2,500, there's actually none that I can buy, which is mad. 2.7k, none that I can buy. So we're really down to the last couple of cards we can actually collect, which makes it seem ridiculous that people have 2,150 cards. But of course, that comes down to all these premium sets, which I don't have many of, and especially the amethysts and diamonds. Obviously, I don't have many of them because they are too expensive for my liking. So let's talk about some Evos. So I did play, obviously, like I said, that domination game, just to knock out those weekly challenges. And I used this Kareem, and obviously you can see there he got 71 points, 18 boards, and 8 blocks in one game, which is pretty mad. And the reason I went back to this card is just because I needed someone to Evo up. Like, I didn't want to play a domination game and not have it actually count for anyone. But I came back here and I thought, these boosts that he gets with speed after this Evo are pretty nice. He goes up to, 84 speed, I think. Can I do maths? I think so, I hope so. No, I can't. It goes up to 74 speed, and then he goes up to 80 acceleration, which is pretty nice. And then obviously, oh wait, where are we? There we go. We got interior defense goes up to an 85, block goes up to 83. So he gets some decent boosts right there. And then the diamond level, he actually gets really nice. So mid-range becomes semi-usable at 72, vertical goes up to 85, and strength up to 92. And then he actually gets 4 Hall of Fame badges. So Hall of Fame back down Punisher, that'd be really, really nice. And then the pink diamond level, like I know it is a long, 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 long way. We'd have to get like 4,000 points, I think. But this could easily be like an end game center, and I don't think I'm too far-fetched by saying that, because just look how long it takes to scroll through all of these boosts and all of these badges. So let's just go through what he gets at this level. So post hook becomes 99, his mid-range becomes 82, which is nice, because with a shoe, with a boost, you can get that up towards nearly 90, which is awesome. Driving level goes to 88, free throws at 80, that's fine. Rebounding goes up to 95 defensive, 93 offensive. Interior D goes to 90, so these are all top tiers. Lateral quickness is only a 67, but again, you put a shoe on him, you could probably get that to about 70, which isn't too bad. Block becomes an 88, which is again really nice. Standing dunk becomes 95, driving dunk becomes 85, and then the speed goes up to 86, acceleration goes to 86 as well, so he is going to be absolutely rapid, and vertical goes to 95 as well, strength goes to 95, and then he gets Hall of Fame drop stepper, Hall of Fame rim protector, Hall of Fame defensive leader and intimidator, and contact finisher. Like, that is an end game center right there at the pink diamond level. And the thing is, I really don't have a good card at the center position right now. So we're going to be adding in Galaxy Opal, Brandon Roy in this position in the next coming weeks, which is going to be awesome. But other than him, Baron Davis, and then Giannis, The other slots in my team are really up for taking. Obviously, this Lamar Odom is fantastic, and realistically, he would be in my starting squad. But yeah, the centre position, we just don't have anyone, and they haven't really released anyone that is incredible, in my opinion, to be actually that worth it. So I might start evoing up that Kareem. I think it could be really fun. Obviously, Kareem is just an awesome card anyway, and he looks incredible when he gets that pink diamond level, and the card looks great as well. So he is someone I might actually start taking up. I don't know how long it would take me. It'd probably take me quite some time, but I think it would definitely be worth it. And like I said, I've got all those weekly challenges to go through down here, so I might as well be evoing someone while I'm doing it. And while I'm doing it, I need someone for assists, obviously, because we have to run the quick through SCS play. So I might use the Jamal Crawford to get his assists up, because one point in time I might take this card up to the pink diamond level. Who knows? There's no one else really that needs assists that I'd be willing to take up. I don't think so. I might as well use it on a diamond card up here. And there's no one from the auction house that I really want to be evoing up at the moment anyway. Right, I've been outbid on that with friends, so that's fine. So let's get into some comments from yesterday's 2 videos. So the first one is from Jaden Grisdale. Is it worth to complete the Zach LaVine set with the prices dropping? I picked up Jokic for cheap, and I have everyone except for Donovan Mitchell. So like we had a look earlier, that Donovan Mitchell is actually really expensive. So first of all, you'd have to be outlaying about 100k for him, but no, do not lock this in. I hope you've already sold these sapphires. If you haven't, then get them sold. Sell these guys right now, cash in. It is not worth it to get that Zach LaVine card. Literally in the next week, you get a James Harden, which is, you know, a very comparable card. But no, don't lock this in, whatever you do. Do not lock this in. Save your MT, sell off those sapphires, because those sapphires are an absolute godsend at this point in the game. To get that much for those cards, it is ridiculous. They're going to come down in price massively. You can come back later on in the year if you really want that Zach LaVine. But for now, I would definitely not recommend doing that. So next up in the comments, we have got a couple of people telling me to use No Shot Meter for the games yesterday. I managed to get like dubs in every game, but obviously I was missing quite a lot of shots. So we had President Ranch and Bryson Art saying try shooting with no shot meter. I don't know if I could do that. Maybe in Triple Threat Online it's okay, because of course you only need to learn 3 players releases, but in Unlimited, when using a 10-man rotation, that is just not a good idea in my opinion. We've got a comment from Mick. He says, gotta love the new players not knowing the market, having the joy of sniping the Nets playbook. Picked one up for 1,200 and one for 250 and flipped both for 12,000 MT. That is a massive W. Is that really the price of that Nets playbook? I know it is incredible, and of course it does make everything so much easier in offline play, but let's take a look. So wow, it really is selling for that much, isn't it? That is crazy. So yeah, people don't realise that playbooks sell for so much, so that would be a nice little filter to be on. We're going to come to the end here, just see if we can get lucky, but we can't. So yeah, about 14k for the Nets playbook. That is bad. If you have one of them in your account and you're not using it, if you use a different playbook, if you use the Bucks or whatever, then definitely get that sold. You're going to make some big profit. So next up, we have a comment that kind of explains why the cards are so expensive. So it's from F with we, something like that. The cards are expensive now because they aren't in the super packs, and since the diamonds are so cheap, people want to lock in the set for LaVine especially. Lots of people wanting to buy them, plus not in packs equals stupid prices. Now, I didn't realise this at the time, and I obviously took your comment as being correct, but these players are actually in the pack. So if we come down here to the Sapphires, they are actually in the pack. So Terry Rozier is down here. We've got Brandon Clark, he's down here. So they are in packs. And obviously Chris Boucher. But I guess the Diamonds should have higher drop rates than the Sapphires for some reason. But yeah, it's just all over the place at the moment. But I would definitely not recommend locking things in. I know I've talked about doing it with the 100 MT set of Moments of Week 7 and 8. But I think that is a little bit different, because that is like a safe investment throughout the rest of the year as well. So we move on. Kamali Smith. I've got an Adidas 3-point shoe from the daily login, and it's 47k, and it looks like it's going up. Prices are definitely going up. As I've been monitoring these 3-point shoes I've got down here, the Adidas Hardens and the Adidas Superstars, they were 40k yesterday. They're already up to like 43, 44k. And obviously when they hit 50k, I am cashing in, because we're made so much empty. I'm so happy that I managed to buy so many of them. I'm annoyed at myself for not buying more, because I could have probably bought 2 or 3 more. But at the end of the day, I've got to be happy with what I got. Marco Proda says, hey JD, what is the safest thing to invest in right now? what is the safest thing to invest in? Well, what am I investing in? So heat check cards, if you can get them for under 2,000 MT, very, very safe, and chances are you're going to be getting your money back at some point in time. I think these sets are pretty safe to invest in, not going to lie. Moments of the Week 7 and Moments of the Week 8. Of course, when these come out of packs, they might go back up in price. These diamond cards and the amethyst as well, they might go back up. But I think throughout the year, like I said, when the token market update happens, whether or not they're actually desirable cards in there, if they drop some really sick cards, like if we get like a pink diamond Vince Carter or like a pink diamond Hakeem, like some really, really top tier cards, people are going to want tokens, so these prices are going to go back up. So I think these are pretty good investments at the moment, and that is why I am looking at getting them done as well. Next up, we got a comment from Mr. Incognito, who says, is there a big difference between the pink diamond Giannis and the diamond Giannis? Well, I can show you right here. Hopefully I can anyway. Let's see if we can find our Giannis. Okay, we actually can't, because this one is a small forward and ours is a power forward, I think. But yes, the difference is massive. The pink diamond is so much better than this diamond card. If you can put the time in to get the pink diamond, I would 100% recommend it. This card has absolutely carried me in triple threat online. We've got a diamond shoe on him now, making him even better. And this is an endgame card. He will be in my squad until the end of the year, which is absolutely fantastic. At this point in the game, having an endgame card is awesome. Right, and on to the other comments. We are going to have actually one that we've already kind of spoken about, and I didn't really even realise this. So Sean Good says, is it worth grinding Kareem? I have the diamond, he's a diamond. Also, where would he rank in top 10 centres in the game? Not going to lie, at the pink diamond level, I think this guy is going to be top tier, easily top 5, maybe even top 3. Maybe even the best, who knows? At this point in the game, there's not many incredible centres out there. Obviously, got the Opal David Robinson's probably the best. This Kareem, though, would definitely be top 3. So, yeah, that's weird that you've commented that, and I'm actually thinking about evoing up myself. You've already got me in the diamond level, which is really nice. I'm jealous of you already being there, because I've got to put in quite a lot of work to be able to get to that position. AJ Casey says, bought Odom for 55k, one day later, sold for 80k. So, I bought mine for 65, and like I said, we saw the other day he was about 80, and I was contemplating selling him, but I just can't sell him. He's just so good. I don't want to sell him. I want the MT, but I want to keep on winning these triple threat online games, and while I'm still winning, and he's not actually hindering the team at all, until a good replacement comes along, I'm definitely going to hold on to him. And the last comment is just from Tim, who says, love the content and your dedication to the series. Keep it up. Love from the Netherlands. Well, much love back to the Netherlands from England. So that's going to be it for today's video. Be sure to stay tuned for the second one, which will be dropping in a couple of hours. And let me know what you think about evoing up this Kareem up to the diamond and maybe even the pink diamond level. And then, of course, let me know what you think about locking in the collections, whether or not you think it is worth it for these ones, especially Moments of the Week 7 and Moments of the Week 8, where you're only paying about 120, 130k for 100 tokens. I don't think that is too bad at all. So that's it for today. As usual, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.